It has been a while we are not coming here on lives, but today I want to share with you some profitable ideas. If you're outside there and your problem has actually been finances, so I've brought for you 10 business ideas with low investment that you can start in actually the year 2026. We only have now less than 1 month to 2026. So ideally we are pushing harder to actually see that by the year 2026, at least you are doing something for yourself. At least you're doing something for yourself. So I want to share a few ideas that I have. I have lots of people who come to my inbox asking me this same question. I wish I was using another platform where I can share my screen. I would actually show you. There's a student who came to my inbox yesterday, and he said, Michael, I'm a graduate, and I have looked. He said he's a graduate in environmental science, something like that, but he has looked for jobs. And jobs are actually nowhere. As you're all aware, people who have gone to school, you're already aware that it's hard now in Uganda here to actually get jobs. So he was asking me uh, for guidance, to give him an idea that actually can help him survive in this terrible in this terrible economy. Yeah, most of us have already tested unemployment. I know if you're watching me right now, you have ever looked for a job somewhere, and it's a hassle to get even something small to survive on here in Uganda. But besides that, there is another option of using your mind, using the skills that you have, using the knowledge, using your energy, using your talents in order to create ends meet. So there are some opportunities that ideally we have not yet utilized very, very well for our own survival. So whether we complain, whether we do what, whether we blame the government, whether we do what, until we do something for ourselves, nothing and absolutely nothing is going to change. So that will actually bring me to my idea number one. I want to talk about mobile money business. By the way, previously, I've had very many people say that, mobile money commission was reduced, and nowadays it's hard to make some money on mobile money as in commission. But I still wonder why those kiosks and tables and umbrellas of mobile money are still increasing every day. If there was no money, ideally no one would be coming up with that umbrella to sit somewhere and start creating ends meet. I'm not saying this is the best that will give you everything that you need, but at least for the starters, you can enter into the mobile money business. This will require you around 300 to 1.5 M if you're working in a somehow busy area. So you can ideally start mobile money as one of your side hustles, or you do it in the evening, or some people survive on mobile money full time. By the way, there are very many people who are employed. They don't own mobile monies, and they are employed. So if you can really feel something where you can employ someone, you actually pay a worker. It simply means you can actually also start that. So for survivors, for my fellow youth outside there, Uh, the hustle is hard, but with 300 to 1.5 million Uganda shillings, you can ideally enter into the mobile money business. Renting a SIM card for mobile money, I think, ranges from 30 to 50, depending on the area where you will be. But ideally, it is something that starters can go for. You can enter into mobile money with little capital. Edwin, thank you so much. Edwin Mugisha, thank you so much for watching. You are my good follower. I always see your comments, and I'm surely very excited that you're always here. Then secondly, I normally see many people setting up the chapati and Rolex stands. Yeah, everywhere in every small town or city, those things are there. And people are creating survival on them. And as you're all aware, business is about strategy. Business is more of strategy than the amount of money that you have. I recently had a friend. This guy was doing different types of businesses. He was having salons, he was having a library. At the same time, he was playing around with chapati. He's having a lot of stalls for chapati in different trading centers. Then later on, he realized that he's actually paying a lot of rent in those stalls, and they were limiting his profitability because he was supposed to actually employ an individual on each store. So what he decided, he was renting somewhere, and he said, let me take my chapati business at home. I make plenty of them and begin distributing them in different shops. And today, the guy has bought 3 motorcycles, and he has chapati distributors in different shops. The business environment today has actually changed. Most people are doing deliveries. Most people are making online businesses. They're creating platforms where you can make orders. So you need also to advance as the technology improves. You don't need to remain in the other rudimentary ways of actually doing things. Today, I believe he's doing well because one time we sat together to discuss about how he can improve his stores. But I realized it was wise for him to cut off the rent and instead incur transport for distribution, because an individual can distribute a lot instead of paying different workers to actually distribute his chapati. So, and more so today, like this season already is Christmas season. There's a lot of demand for meat, be it chicken or other types of meat. But basically, that will take us to idea number 3, and that is entering into the poultry business. There are people who are doing poultry in different categories. Others raise a one-day chick up to 1 month, they sell, and others actually raise a 1 month chick maybe up to 3 or 4 months, and they also sell. But guess what? All these people make reasonable amount of money. This might not be your full-time job, but ideally it can supplement on your income. It can pay for your rent, it can pay for your transport, it can cater for your food and some other basic requirements. So don't only depend on your job. You need to diversify, because you never know when you will stop working from your work. And when you are absorbed somewhere in your side hustles, they give you courage to leave your work. They give you courage to resign from your work. After you have got the job, it is hard for you to make an exit from your workplace. You'll always be hunting for a better paying job. Most of us are like that. The moment you are set to the employment sector, you are always chasing for the best paying job. And before you know it, you do not have any single knowledge of business operations. You don't know the dynamics of how people are running businesses. Yes, you might have been a customer all over, go to buy things, blah, 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 but you have never associated yourself with those people who sell. So ideally, you do not have the business skills. So by the time you leave employment, you find it even hard to protect your hard earned capital. Most people call it capital. You find it very hard for you to protect your hard earned capital because you actually do not have the business skills. So that's why I always encourage people who are employed somewhere, start side hustles outside there. Even though you still have a good paying job, you never know when you leave that job. And it gives you courage to start your own things, to be self-employed, or even to start a business. So it is better, even though you are employed, to have something that brings side income. So if someone has actually entered into poultry, you can make money. You can make money. The fact that other people are doing business, by the way, this is the courage I always have when I'm thinking about an idea. I don't think on the side of it is going to fail. You're 100 zip. I don't understand. But Daniel, please, I don't know what you meant by your message. I was saying that actually, when it comes to business success or failure, I get motivation and courage from people who have made it, not people who are failing. Because if thousands of people actually are raising chicken, it simply means there is profit. If hundreds of people are running mobile money businesses, it simply means, ideally, it means if managed very well, there are profits. If very many people are running Rolex, chapati stalls somewhere, they are doing distribution of bread, it simply means there are profits. Somewhere, somehow, there are profits. But we need to learn the business dynamics. And those encompasses a lot of things, from the distribution channels, the marketing, the product design. You have a lot of things to look at, where you get your raw materials from, because that affects your pricing. So there are a lot of things you need to merge up in order to come out with your business success. But the fact that other people are doing it, it simply means you can also start the same business and succeed from it. Because, like for example, I do sell my products here online, but there are people who come and start selling the same things. Within few months, they have already left the business, they have gone to other things. Maybe they lack patience, or even there is a way they entered the business in a wrong way. So they found it hard for them to make profits. But if you take your time to learn the business dynamics, you can actually be able to make money out of any kind of business. Because I encourage you, if someone else is actually doing it outside there, then why not you? Someone else is doing it outside there, then why not you? So that actually brings us to our idea number three. Our idea number four, actually. We looked at the mobile money business, we looked at the chapati business, we looked at also poultry, and this is now number four, is selling second-hand clothes. Many people undermine this business. But let me tell you, most of us here in developing countries, I don't know where you're watching me from, most of us people from developing countries actually wear second-hand clothes. Yes, most of us wear second-hand clothes. So now we have over 36 million people in Uganda here. I don't know where you're actually watching me from, but I believe the population in your respective community is also huge. So a big number of people does not necessarily mean market, but by mere knowing that it's not luxury, it's a basic necessity. Putting on clothes is a basic necessity. It simply means Even though people may not buy today, but the next day they will actually buy when their clothes get torn, when their clothes get old. So dealing in second hand clothes is a good idea if you are strategic enough. I normally see very many people working with second-hand clothes these days. They don't only look at going to the market and they sell those clothes from there. No, most of them move door to door today. And this thing has actually made business so much complicated. If you don't have these strategies of actually getting customers, okay, after getting them, how do you retain them? It has made very many people fail in business. If you're not willing to take these things to the customers direct, one on one, someone else is willing to do it. And guess what? If people pass here with their clothes, I want to buy a shirt, I can buy from them. So it might not take me to the market. So if you're stationed in the market, you definitely have your customers there. But what do you do if it's not a market day? You may not do that yourself. You may not do that yourself, but ideally, you can get someone else to do it for you. I normally tell my small business owners that if you don't know the marketing side, if you don't know how to market your products, then get someone to do it for you. But as long as you don't put your product in customers face, it means it is going to be hard for you to make sales. And once you don't make sales, there are 99% chances of your business failure. So ideally, marketing and sales, that is the heart. That is the heart of any kind of business. I'm not talking about this only online business or some other businesses that other people do, but ideally, sales and marketing, that's the heart of very many business. God never fails. Thank you so much for watching my video. God never fails. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for putting a comment. Yes. So ideally, enter into marketing, make sure you maximize sales, and that will help you to bring in cash flow. That will later help you on your daily expenses and your business survival in general. If you cannot get cash flow, there are daily expenses that you need to meet, and that will squeeze you. That will actually squeeze your business. That will make you think in the first place that the business doesn't work because you are not making sales daily. Yet you have customers, yet you have workers that needs you to pay them on a daily basis. So you'll not keep picking money from your pocket to pay workers. No, the business must be self-sustaining. So second-hand clothes can be somewhat a good idea for someone with a little capital, starting maybe from 500 to 1.5 million Uganda shillings. I don't know where you're watching me from, but I'm grateful and thankful that you are here on this live today. My name is Michael, and on this channel we basically discuss about starting and running successful small scale businesses. If that's not the reason as to why you are here, if by mistake you came across my video and you surely did not want to listen about money making ideas and tips, you are in a wrong place. So greetings from Beijing. Yes, thank you so much for watching. So now, number 6. Actually, this is number 5. Um, I used to train here. People are doing different kind of things, from soap, from school soap, from bar soap, liquid soap, shoe polish, candles, and a lot more other things. So we are incorporating crisps and a lot more other things. But learning a skill itself is a business. You can later on turn it into a business. I normally tell my people, one of my friend recently came to my inbox he said he's a graduate and he has failed to secure a job. So he was like, Michael, how can I enter into digital marketing and online businesses? I told him it's not a magic. It's not it's not magic that things are just going to work out from nowhere. No, it needs your effort, needs your concentration and sacrifice. Sometimes we put here videos and people do not view them. And sometimes you put videos and actually people view them. So it's not that from nowhere people are going to come and buy products from you. But I told him, I gave him this simple advice that the fact that you already sent me a WhatsApp message and you have a smartphone, it simply means you have loaded data on that phone. And that ideally, to me, it means you have a business. You have an idea, you have the requirements, you have everything you need to start. I told him, you go and start a channel, a marketing channel, basically professionally for marketing. Don't put in other things, we end up mixing things because of excitement. I told him, go and start a channel entitled to market products. Even if you don't have those products with you, and I want you to learn this from me, you people who are watching me right now. Even if you don't have stock, even if you are not renting anywhere, you can start a business that can actually earn you reasonable amount of money. The good thing with online marketing and sales, today I'm at work, but tomorrow you can even make sales worth 2 million as profits, not as in sales just, but profits. I can make commission of 2 million in just a single day. But that doesn't guarantee me to make money the next day. That's the funny thing about these things. It does not guarantee me to make money the next day, but I can make good money in a single day. I can make 500,000 in a single day. I can make 200,000 in a single day. I can make 1 million in a single day. But that doesn't guarantee me at the next day to actually make money. But ideally, if you are a youth, if you are a youth with a smartphone and you always put data on that phone, and you have the capacity to speak to the world, even if you don't know how to speak, you can still do a faceless advertisement channel. People will contact you, people will come in your inbox, people will want those products from you. So develop distribution channels, because that's what makes the transaction final. Advertising itself will not make you money if you cannot be able to deliver what you advertise, or to make sure that what you are selling actually reaches your customers. So you must you create distribution channels. Yes, if I'm seated here, for example, and I want to sell something that is in town, it means I'm supposed to know two key individuals in that chain. Two key individuals in that chain. Someone who has the product and an individual who can deliver it. It can either be someone who has a product, is willing also to deliver, or I can deliver a part. If the person I'm selling products for is unable to do that, then you will have entered into, you will have actually created a final product that can be sold. So later on, you'll keep on distributing things, deliveries. You can have your capital aside in case you cannot access things on credit. Maybe the people you are dealing with do not believe in you, maybe do not trust you. So you can actually have some capital with you. As long as you can clearly communicate with an individual who is doing deliveries, you can do business while you are seated somewhere. At the comfort of your sitting room, at the comfort of your home, at the comfort of your bed, at the comfort of your home, at the comfort of your other business, you can still do transactions. They always say that this world has actually become a global village. This world has become a global village. Now, what do I mean here? Because I have personally made transactions with people who are abroad. I have clients in Rwanda, I have clients in South Sudan, I have clients in Kenya, I have clients in Zambia, and so I have South Sudan, DRC, Congo. So a lot of countries, people come to me. But now, what did I learn? First of all, and among those countries, I've ever moved to Ethiopia. I've ever moved to Ethiopia. Ever moved to Kenya. But after identifying that there, if you, I'm talking to people who are actually in Uganda here. After identifying that I can send things from here direct to Rwanda just by bus, and that is the cheapest means you can opt for. Just by bus, I can send things from Uganda to Rwanda. Just by bus, I can send things from Uganda to Kenya. Just by bus, I can send things from Uganda to Zambia. I can send things from Uganda to Zambia. Just by bus, I can send things from Uganda to DRC. I can send things from Uganda to South Sudan. So, what limits you from serving a customer who is actually in those destinations? So, after building trust, because many people who give me business and they are in those different countries, it's because they see me talk to them, they get inspired, they like ideas, they believe that I'm surely trustworthy because I'm always consistent here making my videos, and they have never had any bad comment on my videos that someone maybe paid money and was unable to deliver their products. I always ensure, and even after sending the goods, I ensure I make follow-ups to ensure that my customers have actually received their things. So, like for example, when I'm saying a lot of other things from here, like CCTV cameras, I sell alarm systems, and a lot more other things. I ensure that there is some value I give a customer, like free installation. I connect the cameras when they are still with me. They get to confirm how the picture look like, the quality and everything. Then I send the goods to them. I give them that, flexibility to build trust. So even you, when you want to do an online business, if you want to do online transactions, make sure have a good payment system, how people are going to send you money. Make it so easy for everyone to send you money. Then secondly, get someone who is selling things and doesn't have customers. Then thirdly, develop distribution channels. After developing distribution channels, definitely you can close any kind of sale. You can sell to anyone in this world. You can sell any kind of product in this world. Your work will be to learn about the product and actually advertise it very well. I was still telling you about my fourth idea is soap making. Because I do a lot of things, I've done trainings for a lot of things, but I prefer I prefer to actually uh, do things that require little capital. My first time to make liquid soap, I used 25,000 Uganda shillings. And 25,000 Uganda shillings can make for you 1.5 a jerrycan of soap. And that is around 60,000. That is around 50 to 60,000. So there is profit. If you measure it in half liters, a liter, and whatever, and you want to sell it to people outside there, you'll make too much money than you can even count. Many people put soap in, even if you are not professional and you put soap in these water bottles, blah, blah. Many people are selling in that way, and they are actually making money out of that. Koagala Christine, how much is if I need two cameras from and back view, and how much transport to Iganga. Okay, let me show you the cameras that are available. Ah. Kwagala, thank you so much. You're watching me from Iganga. I didn't know. I sure didn't know I have someone from Iganga, but I have different types of cameras with me. I have this one. This is a double lens 4G Smart. It's called a 4G Smart camera. So by 4G Smart, I mean it uses a SIM card. You don't need Wi-Fi. If it's not a 4G, definitely you'll find it is a Wi-Fi camera. This is a commercial break. Sorry, I cannot fail to answer a potential customer. So now, I'll show you these cameras briefly so that maybe you can continue with the video. But this is a 4G Smart camera, new brand. By 4G, as I told you, it uses a SIM card. It comes with its charger, and these are some pins and a manual how to connect it. But don't worry about the connection because I do it when I'm with the camera here. I don't surely send a camera when it's not connected. You're from Iganga, and yeah, thank you so much, Christine. Thank you so much. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. Thank you so much for following me. So this is a 4G Smart camera, as I told you. I'll briefly tell you, this camera is the same as the camera with the double lens, so I'm going to show you most of the descriptions here. These are antennas, because this camera has a SIM card, so it has antennas for network. I use these cameras myself. It is waterproof, and it has surely a very good image. So this camera is a 4G Smart. This is the lens, and these are bulbs. At night, they can give you good light. If you want, you can use it as a security light if you have put it somewhere. Then secondly, this camera uses a SIM card. If hopefully you can see very well. It has a card slot. It has a card slot and also a SIM card slot. So it is a 4G Smart. It means it uses a SIM card, and it has also an SD card slot for storage. Now, this camera is waterproof, and it has an alarm system. If you want it to detect someone and it gives you an alarm, it will do that. And if you want this camera to rotate upon human detection and motion detection, if someone is passing, it can actually rotate and follow the person. Wherever the person is going, it can rotate. So it can also rotate down and up. Then the good thing with this camera, if you have installed it maybe in your home, or if you have installed it in your business, you actually don't need to call people on phone. It has a very strong speaker. If it is here and we are speaking right now, when I talk, it will bring you the voice, and when you speak on your phone, it will actually also speak here. So I can communicate using this camera with someone who is in a far place. If you are in Iganga and I connect this camera on your phone, we can talk just using this camera. So that's the best thing with this camera. It rotates, it has an alarm system, it is waterproof, and a lot more other things. Actually, this camera is the best. It has very many advantages. So it has these two wires. One is a power cable, and this is a reset. This is a reset button. So this camera is, I'm selling these cameras, by the way, at a wholesale price. and this is only 180,000, including installation, including installing it on your phone. You pay 180,000. I will send this camera to you direct to Iganga, so you can receive it. You just need to have to buy a SIM card, and you need to just mount it. You need to just mount it on the wall where you want it to be. Then I have another type. I don't know whether, Christine, you are still on the live, but let me show you. Same things come with the camera. There is a manual and also some screws. So this is a double lens. This is a double lens. Also is a double lens 4G smart camera. This is a double lens 4G smart camera. It has two lenses. That is the difference. But all other functions are actually the same. This is a lens and this is a lens. These are bulbs and this is a bulb also. It also rotates. This one focus and this one rotates, as you can see. This one rotates. It also uses a SIM card and an SD card slot. And also it has the speaker itself. So waterproof and everything. So this is also very, very nice. Please, if I need you to upload it for me at home. So Iganga, no, there is no science. There is no science. You just need to put in screws. After installing the only important part is putting this camera on your phone, because the transport, and if you can pay the transport to Iganga, then surely there's no problem. I can install these cameras for you. I can install these cameras for you. But there is no science. It only has these screws and the holes for the screws, and also there are screws here. It comes with its own screws in the box. So the only thing is you put a socket on the place where you want it, and you just plug in the power cable. After, if you have already put it on your phone, it will automatically start working. You don't need to do anything else. You only need to have these screws and put the camera in a place where you want to put it, and everything will be done. Because I give you this camera when it is working, when it is already on your phone. I'll first connect it on your phone. You see that it is working, and I will just send it to you. You get someone to mount it where you want it, and it will start working. I surely don't need to move to install, but if you are willing, I can still come and install this camera where you want it. So this camera is a double lens, and this goes for 230,000 only, 230,000 only, including installation. So this one is smaller. This is a SIM lens, and this goes for 180,000, including everything. Only what you need is a SIM card and an SD card. I use these cameras myself, and they are surely very, very nice cameras. Thank you so much, Christine, for the inquiry. I don't know whether you have my number. In case of any concerns and any you can please reach out to me. If you follow me, ideally, let me hope we even chat on WhatsApp. Yeah, I'm always available, and I'm always available in case you need these cameras. I still have many of them. And if you are a youth outside there who is struggling with what to do, I'm bringing lots of cables very soon, and I will need people to sell them for me. Thank you so much, Christine. And yeah, I'm always available, and most of my previous videos I've been making, there is always my phone number. So I stopped putting phone numbers on my videos because YouTube doesn't like it. So when you keep putting phone numbers, YouTube suspect you to be soliciting money, which affects my channel. So I completely stopped putting contacts on my videos for customers. If someone needs me, you can go to my bio, where you click on my profile. There is a uh, an option for checking for my contact, and you'll get me. So I don't know, Katibs. Thank you so much for watching my video. Where is your shop address, please? So you can find me in Justin Arcade. Justin Arcade. These cameras will be available, and I do deliveries anywhere. I do installation, but you surely don't need to pay transport for me to come to your place. If you can just be able to mount the camera, I will take the initiative of connecting it on your phone before sending it to you. Yeah, so my good people, I love you. I love seeing your comments here. It's a nice thing, being here on a live, and people are watching, and people are are silent. There's a way to demoralizes but I'm surely very, very grateful that you are sending in your comments. So that brings us to our idea number 6. If you have been watching me, we are almost taking an hour here on this live. But did you know that phone accessories? Did you know that phone accessories nowadays actually make a lot of money? Let me give you a simple hint. If you have not entered into electronics, I know different businesses are also making money outside there, but let me give you a hint about electronics, because I normally give out electronics in wholesale. When my stock comes, I give out things on wholesale. So I sell USB cables. I don't know if you are watching me. Can you please tell me how much a USB cable is? The cheapest USB cable. I would love to know that. How much is the cheapest, either Phantom or this small one? How much is it in the market? I have your number. I'm going to contact you. Okay, Christine. I will be waiting for you. The USB cable in the market is around 3,000, 4,000. In some places, even they sell it at 5,000. But when our stock is ready, when I get my stock, I normally give these USB cables on wholesale price at uh, at around 1,500 Uganda shillings. So, I mean that. Mwana musana asante nawe atunaenda panika amazima bonyine akosa ekizibu kiro amazing deal omwana ni takentera bisato bisato sisiri ni tate amazima musana kwata muno urungi muri muto enye muwira Agente? Ati umuzo wawe sana kujya kumurapuresinga ama yabakozi mwana kujya kuramuzo kwatagara nawe Burundi ate nchigumu so amata tukei bana bali yabo kuprima kama tirani kitu tukizi no fazer atu mais kan tawarau lagi kan nikregendia na batatunga nikregendia mat nikregendia atu sana ya bubul tau kali ya sana Now what are observable? Confirm watu kutoka songa kitinensonga. Ni watu waje kubana kufuna umuntu wa no soba. Eh? Sasa yangi salta mani. Ati kasano ko kuona ngire ko kuro. No bana baba. Eh. Kan taru songa mo. Asna sanu bani yoji. Kan inda da tabara kujere wewe. Kan Oh, wow, 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 wow. So, sorry for the interruption. So I was saying, um, phone accessories. There are a lot of things that are sold. We all buy phone accessories. I personally buy screen guards, USB cables. We buy power banks, and a lot more other things. And phones themselves, headsets, those things in the market are very cheap. And when you're buying one, definitely, even if you move to different suppliers, different shops, you find those things still expensive to buy. But now, as we are talking in line of business, you can ideally make money out of phone accessories. Today, everybody, every home, you'll find more than 5 phones. Those phones get damaged, those phones needs to be charged, chargers get damaged every day. So even if you start dealing in phone accessories, definitely there are high chances you'll actually have entered a good business that can scale up. So let me give you the trick here about business success. Many people have phone accessories business and they are dealing in a multiple things. They deal in a lot of things. And some of the things don't move faster. Yeah, some of the things they don't move frequently. But there are things that are daily moving things like chargers, headsets, um, screen guards, and some of other things. So, what are you going to do? Specialize. Specialization means concentrating on something that you can do best. This time, it's not about something you can do best, but something that has a relatively high demand that is going to give you uh, cash flow daily, that's going to help you make daily sales. So I was telling you, I have a stock of over 5,000 USB cables. Those 5,000 USB cables, I'll be selling them or at 1,400 Uganda shillings. If you are here on the live and you're interested in entering electronics and phone accessories, you just take my number. The cables will be here in maybe a week. 1,400 Uganda shillings. And those are the good cables that are sold at 5,000. So it means someone even almost triples the price of the products, how they get them. As long as you're willing to buy things in large quantities, you'll always have a discount. You'll always have a fair price. So you begin distributing these products in wholesale or retail electronic shops. So, like for example, I have only USB cables. So when I receive these USB cables, what do? I get border boys. Every individual, I give them maybe 1,000 pieces. I send them to different locations. And in the evening, I assure you, they come when empty handed. They come just bringing the money. They come when empty handed. And that chapter is closed. So I now think about another moving product that could be maybe this time round headset. I stock them in large quantities, and by stocking them in large quantities, it means I'm getting a fair price. So when I go with a fair price, even if I'm selling around people who have electronic shops, they cannot compete with me because for me, I buy in bulk and I always have a fair price. So that will definitely help you to favorably compete with the existing businesses. So learn this magic of specialization, concentrating on things that move faster, not something that you can do best. Because if you can do something very well and you don't get people to buy your products, definitely that business will also collapse on the next day. So number 7 is mobile car or motorbike washing. So in the place where you are today, I also own motorbikes, So they charge 4,000 to wash a motorbike. They charge 4,000 Uganda shillings towards just a motorbike that can take approximately an hour. That can take approximately an hour if it has taken long. Within 1 hour, someone washes a motorbike. So if you buy a pressure machine that is estimated to be maybe 300,000 to maybe 700,000. If you buy a pressure machine, it means you will reduce the time someone takes to wash a motorbike or a car itself. So when you buy a pressure machine and employ your person to wash, even if they reduce the cost this time around to 3,000, you get 1,500, or and the person who washes also gets 1,500. In a day, you can even wash 20 motorbikes, and that can create around 40,000 every day just washing those motorbikes. And if you have good space and you have some space in those big towns and cities, you can also create parking. Parking makes a lot of money. You people, if you didn't know, you have land in a place that you can gazette, you can also start parking and also supplement on your car or motorbike washing business. So this all requires little money. Renting a place that is not constructed is not expensive, and also buying a high pressure washing machine is not so much expensive. So what you need is water, and actually favorably enter into that business. People would prefer you than those people who are using hands to wash those motorbikes and cars. Then number 8 is online freelancing. Freelancing online. There are a lot of things people are doing online here, from video editing, thumbnail making, content creation, uh, advertisements, a lot of things, selling products, affiliate marketing, a lot of things are done here online. But you can specialize depending on your level of skills. You may not know video editing, and you may not have the capacity to learn, or you may not be interested in video editing, but ideally you can do something online. Let me give you a simple idea. This is content creation. By becoming a content creator, you definitely find yourself an advertiser somewhere, somehow, because by content creation, you earn money through advertisements. So when you get brand endorsements, collaborations, and from different companies, definitely you'll find yourself advertising for those people in order for you to make some money. So if you become a content creator and you are lucky enough, your content is liked by people view your content, and you end up monetizing your content, like how we do it here on YouTube. So I would encourage you, if you're watching me right now and you have been only a consumer, you watch the content that people make, including me, I would love you to make now a shift from becoming a consumer to a creator. Because like right now, if I may give you an example, if I feel like this, I'm tired of this shirt and I want to buy another, definitely someone who is selling t-shirts will earn money from me, and I will spend. So the moment you remain on the consumer side, you will always be a spender, and only the creators earn from those people who are willing to spend. So what do you need to do here? You need to create either a good or a service that you are offering. So if you are lucky and you have a skill with you, you have a talent with you, you have passion, you can turn that into money by creating content about it. And when you create content about it, you later on monetize your content. There's something we call the Google AdSense. So YouTube prefers advertisement. It is an advertisement platform, but YouTube does not create content. So what do they prefer? Now they will pay Michael they will pay me to place an advert on my video, and they give me part of their earning, because for them they have customers. Big companies trust YouTube to advertise for them, but YouTube does not make videos. I'm the one who make videos. So YouTube shares a proportion of their earning so that they can place an advert on my video. So if you enter the YouTube Partners Program, definitely you can start monetizing your videos and earn some money out of that. So the number 9 is baking. If you're outside there and you are looking at, you're passionate about cooking, baking, these days we have a lot of things like crisps, breads, cakes, and a lot of more things. Many people are doing birthdays every day. By the way, crisps are in different different shops today. So people make a lot of them and distribute them. There is this gonja, the gonja stuff. The gonja stuff, I was actually eating them here some few days, few minutes back. They are nice and people like them. So the moment you can gather gonja, you may not start roasting them, but you can fry them and distribute them in different shops. People are actually willing to buy them. Making birthday cakes, functions, cakes, breads, donuts, mandazi, and a lot more other breads. They are always having demand in the market outside there. And baking does not require you to start with a lot of money. If you have over 500 Uganda shillings, you can enter into baking and also create that as your side hustle. You can get someone to do something for you. I always tell my people, my viewers, that if you don't know how to do something, you get someone to help you do it. Edwin, Edwin, Edwin Twinomugisha. I want to be a creator on YouTube, but I'm failing to change the name I would wish to use. So now I may not really instruct you on what you have to do right now, because I don't have that on my other phone. Edwin, what you do, I don't like reading my number here as well, because there's a way YouTube declines my video when I put phone numbers. But I don't know whether you have my number, but my number is on my bio. You click on my profile picture, you'll see more. Click more, then you'll see my phone number there. You can WhatsApp me. I'll guide you through this entire process. By the way, I have already helped very many people start YouTube channels, and very many people are appreciative. You can ideally make money out of this. Okay, you can send me a hi. Send me a hi on my WhatsApp after this live. I will guide you on the entire process on how you can actually start a YouTube channel. And I'm so much grateful, Edwin. Thank you so much for always being here. You are one of my best viewer here, I think. I started this live with you and you are still here. I'm very, very grateful. So I will definitely guide you from the first step to the last step when it comes to YouTube monetization, because my channel has been my effort from day one. So I literally know each and every step when it comes to YouTube content monetization, YouTube creation, everything. At least I have some knowledge, because no one entered on my YouTube channel to guide me on how to do it. I've done it myself and I have experience on that. So just feel free to WhatsApp me and I will definitely put in efforts to guide you. So number 10 idea. If you have studied computer, you know computer skills. Today there are a lot of creators who would not have time. Like me, I previously gave someone a responsibility of creating my thumbnails, though we somehow did not agree, because he was not doing anything different from what I do myself. So I stopped that. But there are a lot of people who are doing editing videos, creating thumbnails, editing pictures, and a lot of more things, and they are earning money out of that. So if you have computer skills, these skills can be learned online. When you go to YouTube, you go to TikTok or Facebook, whatever, any social media platforms, Those things are actually taught. Many people make videos about those things, so you can ideally learn these skills online and start training them, start sharing. Then last tip, business is about sharing. People tell you it is an exchange of good for money, services for money, but it is more of sharing. The moment you are willing to share your knowledge, your expertise, your skill, your talent to someone else there, I guarantee you, nature will reward you. It will pay off at some point. It will pay you off. So the moment you are generous, you are willing to share what you know with others, you are creating demand. You are creating demand. That's why I tell people, if you have lacked what to do, then start working for free. The moment you start working for free, you overwhelmingly create demand that you cannot serve when working for free. Then you'll start prioritizing some people in order to help them faster. And that automatically calls for a charge. So you put there a stamp of a certain fee for priority. Then later on, you'll find the demand has increased. Then you'll find you have monetized your service. So if you have failed to work for money, work for free, because that free service will actually end up resulting into a payment. Because when you work for free, nature pays you. Like for example, I'll give an example of myself. I was here, started making these videos for free, trying to help some individuals. Some come to my inbox, some come uh, comment here. So later on, I found there is demand for machines. I started selling school chalk machines. I started training people. Today, my channel finally got monetized, and YouTube is placing ads on my videos. And they are not paying me too much money, but at least I've finished all the requirements and they are placing ads on my videos. The little money I'm getting, I know it is scaling up, improving every day. The more you get the views, the more money you actually earn. But the most important thing is to get started. Get started today. So I think I've moved past my planned time. All those people who have been here on this live, Christine and God Never Files, Daniel, Edwin, all of you people, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for loving this channel. And I pray that God grants us more time to grow together, guide each other, and maybe create opportunities for each other. I thank you for the time you spent here. If you're new here, can you consider subscribing? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for watching my videos. My name is Michael once again, and see you next time. Have a nice time. Bye bye.